Hi guys, this is Farah. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't made any new videos for the past few weeks because life happened and that took over, but I'm back now with a new video and we are talking about secrets to success in Amazon private label business, and we're going to get into this today, so let's get started. So in today's video, we're talking about some new ideas, a new approach to starting your product business on Amazon. Amazon is changing and evolving, and private label is the most successful type of business model on Amazon. It resolves all the issues that sellers face in arbitrage and wholesale, but needless to say that Amazon private label sellers have their work cut out for them. There's always new challenges coming sellers' ways and new restrictions, fees hikes and whatnot, so one has to keep ahead of the curve. This is what this channel is all about. I have created a new roadmap, a new resource for you guys that is based on my own practical observations, trial and error in my own Amazon business, and you will learn how real Amazon sellers are navigating these new challenges that are coming towards the sellers, the changing environment of operating the business. So make sure you guys download this new resource that's available in the link in the description below. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. I have been an Amazon seller running my fashion brand on Amazon for over a decade. I am also a vendor to Amazon. That means my brand is stocked by Amazon and it helps sell my brand internationally in all the marketplaces. Recently, I've also joined Amazon Ads Educators program to help create more awareness of the new features that are available to sellers in Amazon Ad Console. So guys, this channel is all about building a successful business on Amazon, and so you guys make sure that you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out when I post a new video. So now that all the intros are done, you know about me, you know about this channel, you're going to subscribe. So let's get into today's topic and discuss what are the secrets to success on Amazon private label. Let's get into it. So when it comes to Amazon private label, there are two key areas that you have to master: finding products at the lowest cost possible, okay? And the second area is measuring your ad performance. If you can master these two things, you will be in a really good place and you will have control over your business. And in the free guide that I've mentioned, I've created this new resource for you guys. It's available at the link in the description below. These two areas are discussed in a lot of detail, so make sure you guys download it. But let's get into a bit more detail about the first area, which is finding products and getting them at the lowest cost possible. How do you go about it, and why is that so important? So when it comes to products on Amazon, you've got to set your expectations right, like what kind of business you are setting up. Is it going to be import centric product business, or is it going to be a brand centric product business? It's two different things, okay? If you have an import centric product business, you are going to run it a little different. Okay, you are going to be focused on the lowest cost price. You're going to be buying in bulk and things like that, and that doesn't really work in the same way as a brand centric product, where you are focused a bit more about the brand, the quality of the product. You might still have to buy in bulk, but to get to that point you have to do a bit more product development. The product has to be a little bit more unique, and so you've got to set your expectations right, like which kind of product business are you starting? Because what happens with a lot of sellers that I've seen and I've worked with as well, they have the results and expectations of a brand centric product business. They just want one or two products. They want no competition. They don't really want to do much product development because obviously that takes time and money, but they have the result expectations of a brand centric business model, but all the work that they're doing is something of an import centric business and import centric products. So in the guide that you have downloaded and you might have in front of you now, as you are watching this video, you will see that I've given some product examples, like which products are more like an import centric, which have its own pros and cons, but What I'm talking about is setting your expectations right. If you're starting an import-centric business, you've got to work with, you've got to have your mindset different, that I may have small margins. I may have to have a lot of money to put into product to start off with. And I might have to face a lot of competition, higher ad cost and things like that. And so you have to set your expectations right, so you can, do the work that needs to be done in order to build that business right. If you set your expectations right, there won't be a massive mismatch between your expectations and reality, and you would be able to handle the challenges better. Now that we've talked about the product side of things, let's talk about the other side of the equation, which is PPC performance. How good of a control have you got over your ad campaigns? Do you even know what's going on? Do you know how it's affecting your business? Because that's where most of the sellers lose their profit margins, because they don't really know how to control the performance, and they need to educate themselves. As a CEO of the business, it's your job to track the ad performance and make appropriate decisions about how much budget to allocate, when to pull back, and things like that. So the roadmap that's in front of you, you will see my top tips on how to measure the metrics, what particular metrics you actually need to look at, which ones are important, how to think about keywords, how to think about ranking. And when you go through this in detail, and as we are going to go through in this video as well quickly, you will see that it will lift all the confusion, and things will make a lot more sense to you, because you will understand that there are things I can do to control the performance, and it's not out of my control. So the first thing you should always do is track your organic sales compared to your paid sales. Okay, the paid sales are the sales that are coming through ads, and all the other sales are your organic sales. So by tracking this, you will actually know when the demand changes, when because of this seasonality, or there is a certain spike, or what's going on with your sales performance. It's very, very important to track this. It gives you clarity, okay, how well your ad dollars or your ad money is performing. Is it creating sale, or you're just spending and the paid sale is dropping? So once you start tracking this, it will give you a measure of control over when to spend and when not to spend, okay? And this is something that you should track month to month, week to week. It's up to you. The second thing to remember when it comes to PPC performance is, the sales rank or the page one position. It's not yours to keep, okay? Just because you get it once or certain days, you're not going to keep it, okay? Somebody with a bigger budget or higher bids can come and take that position from you, okay? So don't obsess over that too much, and don't pay too much for it. And the next thing is also related to keywords and ranking, is that there is a page one and a rank for every keyword, whether it's long tail or short tail, or no matter what the keyword is or the search term is, there will be a page one created by Amazon for every search query, okay? So depending on the bids of those keywords, you can decide that, okay, this certain keyword is beyond my tolerance. I don't want to pay £2 or £3 or £10 per keyword. I want to negative match this one, and I want to find longer tail keywords which include this expensive keyword, but I want to target the longer tail keywords. And so what this mindset change would do is help you focus on more affordable keywords and better spend your budget, give you better return on your ad investment. Another thing to remember and be mindful of is that there are no assurances of repeat orders from a certain keyword or a search query, okay? You can keep bidding on it if you have the budget for it, but unless you've been assigned an Amazon Choice badge, if you got that, then you will see repeat orders from it. But other than that, keep bidding on expensive keywords or unaffordable keywords just because you have the hope for repeat orders is futile. You should only bid on keywords that are, make sense for your products or are giving you the return that you want. The next thing you want to consider is CPC, the cost per click of each keyword that you're bidding on. The thing is, it's totally dependent on the demand and supply from the sellers. Okay, if in high season you will see that a lot more sellers will be bidding on a certain keywords and they become expensive, and in certain season or out of season you might see that those same bids have come down because not that many people are bidding on it. So it depends, and you should always think, and you have the right to think and decide that this bid is affordable to me and this bid is not affordable to me, and you will win certain placements and you can experiment with it. Okay, it doesn't have to be page 1, it doesn't have to be number 1 rank for your main keyword. Okay, there are other ways to do these things, and so open up your mind to those options too. Another metric that you should track is wasted ad spend. Okay, this is something that's not very clearly available in Amazon Ad Console. You can see it, but because it's different when you look at the targeting tab or when you look at the search term report, you will actually see it on a more granular level in the search term reports, and that's what I use to track this metric in my business as well. And this metric is eye-opening. It is so important. It is so important that it helps you decide when you want to actually spend the money and be okay with the wasted ad spend, and the times, especially out of season times, when you actually need to pull back, because it doesn't matter how much you spend on PPC, you cannot create demand. You will actually be driving the cost per click higher, because if the demand isn't there, there is no point showing up for those ads, and you actually have to pull back your spend. And this will make a lot of sense when you start tracking this metric in your ads, that actually I should have pulled back in that season, and it doesn't make sense to increase my budgets or spend more just because that's what I did last year. It doesn't have to be. You should let the data, the tracked data, dictate what your future strategy is going to be. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video and found value in it. The guide is available in the link in the description below. Make sure you guys download it, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me at hello@farahfinds.com. You can also join my free Facebook group. Link is in the description below. But really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching the video till the end. Make sure you like this video so more people can see it, and we can spread this education about tracking your PPC performance and approaching the business with the right expectations. That's all for today, you guys, and I will hopefully see you next time in another video. Bye now.